Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live stream. Please let me know if the audio is working well. Um, I see there's a couple of you who are already here. Thank you so much for waiting and joining this live stream. Um, let's see here. All right. So, wow, we have 10 people right now. Hello and welcome to this live stream. And as you can see, it's a different background. It's obviously a hotel. And as what the thumbnail says, I am in Cebu, in Mactan Island to be precise. I'm here for just a couple of days. Actually, today's my last day. I'm here for a couple of days for a couple of reasons. So please let me know if my camera is working and my audio is working. I believe it is good audio. Alrighty. And please pardon me if I have to constantly look at this way and also down here. Right now, I'm using two different equipment. Of course, a laptop, which I normally use. And what I normally do is just use the laptop camera to do a live stream. But right now, I'm thinking on optimizing the resources that I already have. So at the moment, I am looking at one of my cameras as a webcam connected to my laptop. So I don't know how this works because this camera actually dies once it gets overheated. Overheated. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining this live stream. We have 24 people. I really appreciate that you're always there waiting and um, anticipating for Life with Shay's live stream. So thank you so much. Now, I have to look down here to read your comments. So please bear with me. By the way, how is everyone? All right, I see the usual suspects here. Thank you. Alrighty, so from Mike Trahan, good, blessed morning, beautiful and talented Shay. Hello, Mike. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for always joining every live stream that we always do here. Alvin, hello, Shay. Alvin from Coronado, California. You wear the most beautiful outfits in all your videos. Oh, thank you so much for that. You are one of a kind, very sincere and thoughtful. Have you had your coffee and breakfast yet? It's too early in the morning. It's 6 a.m. So I'm going to probably take or have my breakfast around maybe 10, 11 in the morning, or maybe after um, noontime. But yes, I'm having my coffee at this moment. Thank you. Hello, Richard. Thank you so much for joining us today. Oh, I'm supposed to, I always forget this. I'm supposed to show your, what do you call this? Comment on screen. All right. So let me, okay. All right. That's Richard. And we have here John. Thank you so much for being here. How's your week so far? I have to look at that way, but I also have to look at this way to read your comments. By the way, how is everybody? And as I mentioned earlier, I'm in Cebu for a couple of reasons. First is the main one, which is to try to salvage, as you already know, about my hard drive. Dumaguete City is a very small city, and um, IT wise or technology wise, we have limited electronic devices or technician. No, not technicians, but yeah, technicians or ITs in Dumaguete. So I took the hard drive to a couple of people in Dumaguete and nobody can fix it. So we were like, okay, let's bring it to Cebu because it's a bigger city and they probably have experts or specialists that can help us. Um, I took the hard drive yesterday to the mall and in hoping that somebody can salvage it. Unfortunately, nobody can salvage the HD. I mean the hard drive, but there's a little bit of hope because he said that somebody or he thinks that there's an expert in Manila that can actually salvage the hard drive. But the thing is that I'm not sure if I can actually make a trip just for that. Well, not just for that, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to go to Manila um, for this reason, right? But so anyway, that's one of the reasons why. And the second reason is that I had to pick up some vlogging accessories to, you know, get a better, what do you call that, editing workflow or vlogging workflow, and provide this channel a sustainable workflow. So that's basically one of the couple of reasons why I am in Cebu. I'm flying back to Dumaguete tonight. Fortunately, flights to Duma or flights from Duma to Cebu only happens once a day. So yeah, that's why I'm flying back tonight. Anyway, hello Frank, how are you? Yes, I know you are from Southwest Florida. Thank you so much. Hello, Philip Massey. Good morning. How are you doing this week? I'm doing pretty well. I was still hoping that I somehow uh, can get my hard drive work this week. Unfortunately, I couldn't because nobody can. So probably within this month or next month, if I have the chance to go to Manila, then I can take the hard drive and have somebody fix it there. I have to go to Manila anyway because I have to do some legal stuff over there, and I have to renew my youngest daughter's American passport, and she's a minor. Um, she's minor, so I have to, or we have to, take care of that either in Manila or in Cebu. I prefer to come to Cebu to take care of that, but since the technician here thinks that there's somebody or they have experts in Manila to actually take care of my hard drive, then I think within this month or next month, we are going to Manila to do that. So, but to answer your question, I'm okay. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Sounds great. All right. That's great that my audio is working. Hello, Ed. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. Good audio. That's great. Hello, Scott. How are you? Hello, Joe. Thank you so much for being here. Is there any interesting things that's happening to you this week so far? Frank, looking good and sounding good, Shay. Thank you. Hello, Danny. Good morning. How are you? Oops, I think I'm being loud. Hello, Shay. Quick question. What camera are you using for your live stream today? And what are your settings? I'm using a Sony ZV settings. I think I put this up under aperture setting. So right now I'm shooting at f2 aperture in 1/30 seconds. Um, what else I can tell you? Yeah, that's about it. So I'm using the Sony ZV-1F under aperture priority setting. Hi from the US. I'm a big fan. Hello, Kent. Yes, I remember you, and you were here for a couple of our live streams. Yes, I definitely can remember you. And yes, my memory is not that sharp, but yes, I remember you are from the US. Thank you so much for joining the live stream today. I know it's a little bit dim in this part. In my camera setting, it is well lit, but I'm looking at my computer right now. It's a little bit dim. So I don't know if the camera is working well. Hello, bad signal. Good afternoon, good night. No, good evening. From a very hot state in the US, Florida. I'm sorry to hear that. You should come over to the Philippines to experience um, a 2-degree Celsius difference. I think right now it's maybe, mm, well, in this room, it is 27°C. So it is a little bit, it's cool. It's a little bit cold for a Filipino. Hello, Carl. Thank you so much for being here. And I think I saw an email from you today. I think if it was you, but I have not checked it yet. So I'm going to check my emails later if I have time. So thank you so much for joining the live stream. And we have 61 people. Wow. Thank you. Doing good and can't wait to move to the Philippines. I bet a lot of you cannot wait to move to the Philippines. And yes, I'm pretty sure that you're going to enjoy your time here. Either it is temporary or permanent. Hello, my example. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, Triple. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Ken. How are you? Hi, and you are up early. Yes, it's 6 in the morning. Well, this is a scheduled live stream, so I need to be up at before 6, 5:30 to be exact. But I'm going to get a um, nap later on. Okay. Hello, Derry. It was nice meeting you again at Sierra last week. Good morning, Shay. Stopping in to say hello. Here's the wonderful day for everyone on this fantastic Friday. Yes, it is a beautiful Friday, and I think it's going to be hot in the Philippines. And thank you for dropping by, Derry. It was nice to meet you last week. We had a we had a long 12-hour power outage in Negros last week, and we were at Sierras, and we had um, a diving lesson, and we met Derry at the same time there. And yes, thank you so much for joining the live stream, Derry. Hello, Derry. Good afternoon. Yes, it's nice to have you here again. I loved your Baguio video. Yes, thank you so much. Unfortunately, as of this moment, I'm not sure if I can make another video. I think I can make, with the files I already have, I could probably make another maybe 4 Baguio videos. Unfortunately, I don't want to be um, I don't want to sound redundant, but I don't think at this moment, I don't think I cannot make another Baguio video. So, oh, I did actually 2 Baguio videos. One was kind of like a reflective Baguio video, and the second was an accommodation video. So, yeah, that was actually nice to at least get out. I mean, put up to Baguio videos in case I couldn't make anything, I mean, anymore Baguio videos. Thank you so much for loving that content, Kent. Good week. That's awesome. You're in Cebu. I plan to visit the Philippines soon, and I'll be coming to Cebu. Yes, I am in Cebu. I went to see somebody to try salvage my hard drive, and I also did pick up some vlogging equipment. I mean accessories. And I hope you're gonna have a beautiful stay in the Philippines, Derek. By the way, when are you coming to the Philippines, Carl? Where did you learn such good English? I think it is by surrounding myself at a very young age with Western people. As I mentioned before in one of my live streams, I was part of this nonprofit. I mean, I was part of this organization where they help poor families and poor people, and they send them to school. And this organization actually welcomes Western volunteers to help tutor the kids and to help us with our assignments. I'm one of those kids, by the way. So at a very young age, I was already surrounded by a lot of English speaking people. But I think I was able to hone and sharpen my English communication skill when I started working at a call center. Um, I know this is a repeat, but to those, to Carl and to those that are new and who don't know that, who don't know yet, um, I was working at a call center for 10 years, and I was speaking with a lot of American people every day for 10 years, and I think that was the best um, exercise to sharpen and hone my English communication skill. Thank you for that compliment, Carl. St. Louis or St. Louis is in the house. Hi, good morning. No, good afternoon. How are you, Mr. Brister, Mrs. Brister? Hello, Timmy. How are you? How's everyone? Brian Greer, good luck with your data recovery. Well, that's going to take time, I guess, until I get to Manila and see somebody, an expert. But thank you so much. Data recovery, what is the problem? I'm assuming you were absent from the last live stream. I think you were here. Well, one of my hard drives died, and I'm still trying to recover the files. Shay, you are the best from Alvin. Thank you so much for saying that, Alvin. Hello, Mike. While in Cebu City, have you visited with Wang? I wasn't actually planning to meet somebody because I'm only here for 2 days anyway, so my schedule is hectic. But I met Wang during the meet and greet in Dumaguete once. But yeah, I was not planning to meet any vlogger during this visit. Maybe when I come here again, I'll get in touch with other vloggers, but no, not in this trip. Um, Filipina P is over here in America. Hopefully, you will visit us soon. Well, if I get a chance to visit America, why not? I would love to um, have a meet and greet with you guys. My analytics show that a lot of our subscribers and a lot of our viewers, I think maybe around 60% are from America. So imagine that, I get there and do a meet and greet. That's going to be a lot of people. But yes, hopefully I'll get the chance one day. Hi, Shay. Have a good day. Thank you so much, the chosen one. Thank you for being here. And I hope you're going to have a great day as well, or a great evening. And how's your week so far? It is Friday, so it's Thursday over there. No, this is not my home. I am in Cebu. Actually, I'm staying at a hotel right in front of the airport. The thing with me is that I don't like staying outside the airport because I don't want to go through this transportation thing. Um, the thing is that it's weird, right? Because I love to travel, but but I'm probably the only person who not hate but don't like the transportation, the mode of transportation, all forms of transportation to be exact. Um, I'm kind of nauseous when I get in a car, especially a taxi, and then flying, especially. I don't get nauseous, but when I fly, like I feel nervous because I don't like this turbulence. And probably for the past 6 months, I've flown maybe 10 times or maybe 15 times, but I'm still not used to this turbulence thing. So it is kind of scary for me. And I don't like getting on a boat either because I get seasick. So I think I'm maybe the only traveler, the only person who loves to travel that does not like all forms of transportation. So when I get to Cebu, or almost every time when I come here, I just really try to like stay in the airport as much as I can because I don't like um, getting inside Cebu City because it's very crowded, and I don't like crowded cities. And the main thing is that the taxis, like I get nauseous a lot. So when I come to Cebu City, I just get to the hotel, and then the next day I do uh, the errands or do what I have to do and just get back to the airport area. And I normally don't do tours or hang around in the city. So, yeah. But this is not my home. This is a hotel. And visit with Sharon Lapu-Lapu. I saw her. I saw her. Oh no, she's not here. I thought I saw her. One of her comments here, but that was actually last live stream. But yes, I have not met Sharon Lapu-Lapu yet, but we did have a live stream one day. I mean, before. Um, and yeah, maybe one day when I come here, and if I stay more than 2 days, I will definitely meet other people. I changed my flight from January 12th to December 5th. Looking forward to seeing you live January 12th to December. Wow, you're staying here for almost a year. Oh, that's a long time. She's coming to Canada. Well, who knows, right? I'll be going to the US first and then go to Canada. And then Paul is going to take care of the accommodation for me. Good morning, Shay. Nice to see you in a live stream. I like very much your videos and of course your smile. Greetings from Denmark. Hello, Kim. Thank you so much for being here, and it's nice to hear that we have, we have viewers from Denmark and other parts of the European countries. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for joining the live stream, and thank you for appreciating our videos. I'm not sure what time it is in Denmark right now, but I'm assuming it is kinda late. So again, thank you so much for joining in today's live stream. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the IT or the technician was not able to fix it. He did open the um, what do you call the hard drive, and he was able to unscrew everything and try to diagnose what's wrong with it. And he said there's a little bit of hope because the computer actually detects, well, his computer actually detects the hard drive, but it just cannot read the data. So, or the data management cannot read the data. I think that hopefully that makes sense. The lighting looks perfect. All right, awesome. Thank you. Good morning. Oh, that was actually a different Carl. Okay. Hello, David. No, a different Carl, rather. Hello, David. Thank you so much for being here. I think I saw one of your emails earlier, or I saw your email earlier, and I just didn't have the time to check my emails yet. So, to any of you who have emailed me for weeks, months, I'm so sorry. I'm really very busy, but I should be able to allocate maybe a day this week, actually this weekend, to check your emails and hopefully reply as many as I can. I'm probably not able to reply every one of you, but I'm hoping that I can reply to most. Picture looks good, good lighting, just a few shadows on your pretty eyes and chin. Yes, because they don't, well, the lampshade is on that side. So I was actually thinking of putting it on the table, but that shade is kind of heavy because the thing is metal, so it's a little bit heavy, and I cannot what do you call that, transfer it here. So yes. Hello, Jerry. Thank you so much for being here. Lovely voice, Shay. Thank you. How are you? Temperature over 44 Celsius here today. 44. That is like, that is hell. I was already complaining. One time we had 34C, and I was already complaining. And I'm from the Philippines, and 34 maybe 30C, 31, but like 34, it was very hot and humid. And I was already complaining. But 44, oh my God, that's hell. I'm sorry you had to go through that heat. Hi, Jimbo. What are you planning to have for dinner? I need suggestions on what to eat. I'm guessing you are American. For dinner. Wow. I don't know. Maybe some chicken and a lot of vegetables. Maybe try make adobo. Filipino delicacy. Shay, you look like a movie star. I don't know about that, but thank you. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Rory. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Jerry. Always nice to see and hear you, Shay. Thank you so much. Well, it's always nice to interact with you guys as well. Hello, Michael Alexander. How are you? How's everything so far? Mr. Brister, Guam in December to be still in an American territory, but close enough for my Filipino wife to visit the Philippines and family often. Yes, it is very close to the Philippines, and I'm not sure, but I think a Filipino does not need a visa to go to Guam. I'm not very sure, but yes. Thank you so much for telling us that, Mr. Pister. And when was the last time you visited the Philippines, by the way? Hello, Randy. I'm late. Traffic was terrible in South Tampa. How is everyone? Did I miss anything? You did not miss anything. We just started actually. We've been here since, how long have we been here? Maybe 20 minutes. So you didn't miss anything yet. But yes, if in case you do not know yet, I am in Cebu, and I'm flying back to Dumaguete tonight. Oh, 30 minutes. We've been here for 30 minutes now. Lovely to see you again. Hope you're feeling as good as you look. Weather here in Wales is hot and no rain for a change. Thank you so much for joining, Ian. And it's always nice to have you here. And thank you for being, what do you call that, active here and on Patreon. And also, Randy, thank you. Big time. And all of my patrons who are here, thank you so much for joining the live stream. I hope soon to come to the Philippines. Keep up the good work. Here in Denmark the night. Oh, okay. All right. So maybe we have just a 12-hour difference then. Yes, unfortunately, I was not able to actually attend Mike and Janet's wedding. I was supposed to attend and do a little bit of filming for them, but unfortunately, we were busy at the time, and it was a late notice, so I couldn't change my plan at the time. So, yeah, I was sad I was not able to attend the wedding, but I did um, check the lovely photos of them, and congratulations to Mike and Janet. In fact, I am going to their house. I keep tomorrow. Today's Friday, so I'm gonna go to their house tomorrow, Saturday, to attend their wedding party. So yes, I believe there are going to be a lot of Filipinos there because it's going to be a karaoke day in Mike and Janet house, in Mike and Janet's house. And I met them actually a few days ago. We had dinner. So yes. Hello, Lip. How are you? Yes, I'm doing fine. And I'm just starting my day. It's 6:30 in the morning here. Oops, sorry. um, Sorry about that. And how was your day, by the way? I have to be careful. This is live. Hello, Jerry. Your English is very nice. This is part of the enjoyment of listening to you. Thank you. Okay. Derek, I have my passport, Shay, but I'm waiting for my Filipina to let me know when is a good time for her that I visit, hopefully by the end of the year. Hopefully, it is going to be as soon as possible. It is August. Well, it's only 4 months away anyway. So, but hopefully, it's sooner for you. Just a casual observation. How many times an hour does a Filipino touch her hair? I don't know. I think we developed this habit to always touch our hair. So maybe 1,000 times. I have to constantly touch my hair because I'm doing a live stream. So I don't wanna look like a mess. So maybe that's a reason why I always touch my hair. But if you notice that it's not me who is always touching her hair, then maybe it's a Filipino habit. Your English is perfect. Wow. Thank you so much, Michael. Hello, Glenn. Good morning. No, yes, it is morning in Australia. It is, I think, 8:30 over there. How are you? Yeah, I think you have to go to work, but thank you so much for joining this live stream. Thanks for dropping by. Hello, Craig. Hi, Shay. My adult son and I are traveling in the Philippines in November. Wow, that's 3 months away. What was your favorite thing to do on the island of Siquijor? Looking forward for the trip. What was the most favorite thing I do? You know what? To be honest, I love the water, but I didn't do much. Um, I didn't what do you call that? Do more of swimming or dipping in the water, but when I was there or when we were there for a week, uh, it's hard to say that because when I was in Siquijor, it was mostly work for me. I was editing and doing the live stream, but I guess the best thing to do in Siquijor is any water activities, either diving or snorkeling. So I didn't do that when I was there. I didn't even swim in the water the whole time I was there. So yeah, but next time when I have the chance to go there, I will definitely get in the water. But I did enjoy the trip to the faith healer. We call them, um, are they faith healers? Uh, yeah, faith healers, quack doctors, fortune teller. It was actually very interesting because I had everything on a video. I don't want to repeat about my hard drive now, but everything was there. I was able to had a one-on-one interview with the healer. And I think that was a really good interview. But yeah, it was a great time. I think that kind of like highlights my trip to Siquijor because everyone goes to, I mean, not everyone, but um, a lot come to Siquijor, but they don't really mixed in to the culture over there. Like a lot of people just go and just be in the water or go to these tourist spots. And I didn't even do as much as, touring around the island because, well, I've been to Siquijor like a dozen times and I did that. But, um, but I didn't want to do a lot of filming in the tourist spots in Siquijor because I think everybody is already doing that. So I did something different in that last trip to Siquijor. So yeah, I think that highlights my trip. That was to visit and had a talk with the healer. And it was really very interesting. And I don't believe fortune telling and I don't believe any of this stuff, but it is really very um, interesting and surprising to get into her mind because she was able to share about herself, about her healing experiences. She started doing this, by the way, when she was 13, and her family is on this since she was very young, and she married to a family of healers as well. So her whole life she's been a healer, and yeah, very nice story, interesting story. And before my hard drive actually died, I was like 1 hour close to finish that video because I really wanted to share. I know that a lot of you don't believe that kind of stuff, but I just wanted to, show the people outside of the Philippines that this is actually still going on in the Philippines, and there are people doing this. And yeah, interesting how she read my palm. She's a palm leader, a fortune teller. And she was telling me, like, she looked at my palm and she was like, "Oh, you're gonna have two more kids." I was like, "What? I'm 40." But yeah, interesting, right? I'm coming to Cebu in September. That's 2 months. Oh, this next month, just a few days more. Wow. I hope you're gonna have a beautiful stay here, Michael, and hoping that you're gonna be coming back as much as you can. Okay, let's move on. Oh, currently at work. All right. I hope you're not gonna get in trouble watching this live stream and working at the same time, Glenn. Hello, Randy. Good evening or good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Hello, Bad Signal. Thank you so much for this to help pay for hard drive capture. Yes, thank you for that. And I remember the last live stream, and before that, you did do the same thing. So thank you for this. Where am I now? I am lost. Okay, here. Hello, Steven. Hi, Shay. Sorry, I missed the patron. It's all right. Now that I'm actually able to figure out how to use one of my cameras as a webcam, I'm actually going to do more live streams on Patreon. So hopefully next week I will be doing at least two live streams. So hopefully all of the patrons are able to what do you call that? Join that. Just a little bit of chat, and it's not gonna be long, but yeah, it would be nice to actually speak with you all and interact with you and talk about important matters about Patreon, YouTube, and all of that stuff. But you missed the Patreon live, but I'm happy that you're able to join the YouTube live stream. Alrighty, thank you so much, Timmy, for dropping by. I hope you're gonna have you enjoy the rest of your day. Of course, I know that Shay is number one on your list. Forget about Mike. Doing a lot of praying for the people of Maui. Can you fill me in, Lit? I'm sorry, but I'm not updated with what's going on all over the world. I'm not sure what's going on in Maui right now, but could you please fill us in? Shay, what city in California will you have your meet and greet in USA? You know what? First, let's plan about getting a visa to get there, because as a Filipino, um, it is not easy to get to the United States. There are just probably 5%. Well, I'm just making up the figure here, but there's just very few percentage of people or of Filipinos that are actually lucky to be able to go to the US and or get the visa as quick as they. I mean, now I could not articulate that, but there's only a few percentage of the Filipino population who are getting their visas um, as easy. this brain freeze. I always get this brain freeze. but but yes, majority of the Filipinos, it's really not easy for us unless we are rich, unless we have a lot of what do you call that, properties, houses, house and lot, or cars, or whatever properties I mean, a Filipino can own, and also a lot of money in the bank, right? And a good travel history. I think I have a very good travel history because I was able to, I was given the chance or the opportunity to travel abroad or outside the Philippines. Well, it's only in Southeast Asia, but still, I have the travel history, but I have never been to the West yet. So I am guessing that if I'm going to the West, it is going to be not it's not going to be easy for me because I don't own any properties. I'm not married to an American, or I don't have money in the bank. So yeah, that is going to be a lot harder for a lot of us Filipinos. But let's say I'm granted a visa, and I don't know yet which state to go to. So I'm assuming you are in California. I believe there are 4 million, no, maybe not 4 million. We talked about this in one of the live streams, but I guess I think there's 4 million, but let's just say 2 million Filipinos in California right now. So yeah. But you know what? If I get the chance to actually go to the US, I would love to go to um, what's that state? Um, Michigan. Yeah, because when I was still working at a call center, I had a lot of clients from Michigan, and they told me a lot of stories about the state. And there are actually a lot of Filipinos there too. And my impression is that in Michigan, it can get really cold. And right now, it's in the room temperature right now is 27 C. It's a little bit cold um, for me, but I would love to go to Michigan to actually experience that really cold temperature. But I know it's Michigan is not the coldest state in the U.S., but still I would love to go to Michigan. But yeah, if I'm given the chance to explore the U.S., why not visit or go to all 50 states, right? But where in California, I don't know exactly. Iloilo City, just before COVID-19, and eventually Iloilo is where my wife and I will call home. Although my wife is a oh, she's from Dumaguete. Wow. Where in Dumaguete, Mr. Brister? And yes, Iloilo is a really nice city. I don't like cities, but Iloilo is like, it is highly urbanized city, and I think it's um, at one point it was actually more popular than Cebu City. But yeah, Iloilo is a really nice city. It's very clean, and to be honest, it's not as run down compared to Cebu City. Like, I was in Cebu City yesterday, and I was looking at the buildings, and a lot of these buildings are kind of like run down. So yes, Iloilo City is properly. I mean, the buildings are maintained. I don't know if it's the entire city that looks like it, but I was only in the part where the SM city was, and I visited Haro city as well, and it's the same thing. It's not as rundown compared to Cebu City. Yes, that's definitely correct. I'm sure Paul already knows that he has I'm not okay. I was just wondering if my camera died because I'm using the one of the main or one of my cameras, and it dies when it gets overheated. So I guess when it dies, I'm just gonna use the webcam. I mean the built-in laptop camera when that happens. Critter Hunter Misty going to Apple Island. Wow, that's nice. So we were doing diving a dive training at Critter Hunters, and my daughter Misty is actually doing very well. Um, and she is now a certified diver, and she has done many dives already in just 1 week. And yeah, so Crater Hunter is working with her now, and I would like to say thank you so much, Critter Hunter, for actually giving us the chance, or especially Misty, giving her the chance to actually be part of this whole thing, and training her and all that. To be honest, I did not. I wasn't actually looking forward for her to get interested to this. I know she loves water. I know she loves swimming, but I didn't know that she actually loves diving. I think she did try to dive with one of my friends before as a birthday gift, but they had to come out of the water like after 10 minutes because her ear hurt. But this time, she is really loving it, and she's really interested in doing this all. I mean, whole thing. So yeah, I'm quite surprised myself as a mother that she's really into this. And yeah, it would have been nice to actually join the Apple Island adventure, but hopefully I will be able to. I can. Hopefully I can join you guys in the next time you go to Apple Island. Not to dive because I was not doing well. Well, Critter Hunter can actually tell you the story. It was funny because I was I was in a some kind of a program myself that I created because I well with my daughter, I had her under a swimming lesson a long time ago. So she's always um, comfortable with being underwater. So there's no problem with her. But for me, I don't really know how to swim. I was just trying to, learn how to swim last week. So yeah, I'm still afraid of the water. So I was not doing well with during the dive training, and it was funny because we used the resort's pool, and it was only 5 feet, right? But the shallow part was like 3 feet. So I was doing some kind of training a lot under. I mean, in the 3 feet part. But once I get to the 5 feet, I'm kind of like scared to go to swim from 3 feet to 5 feet. So what I did was walk from 3 feet to 5 feet and then swim to the shallow part, to the 3 feet part. So that's what I've been doing. That's the program I created myself. But good luck with you guys, and I hope Misty is gonna do well in Apple Island. I'm pretty sure she's gonna love the underwater world. Hello, Arjap. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. Babaylans, or I don't know the term babaylans, but albulario. Yes, we call it in our the the faith healers or the quack doctors. We call them albulario in our language. We are doing great. Thanks so much for asking, Irvin. How are you? How's your week so far? I think witchcraft is the reason you lost your hard drive. Just saying, it could be the reason. I mean, to be honest, I thought of that. I actually thought of that. It's like, probably somebody did a hex on me, you know? Are your daughters with you in Cebu? Do they like to travel? I'm here alone. My daughters are in Tumaguere. So my eldest daughter is doing her dive in Apple Island with Critter Hunter today, and my youngest is at my parents at the moment. 6 hours. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. That's funny. City burn. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Burn to the. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that, Liv. I hope that um the casualty is minimal to zero. I hope nobody died, but I have not watched the story or the news yet. But thank you so much for telling me, and yeah, that's really terrible. And I always have that fear whenever I go out. As a Filipino, we always unplug everything, and I know the Americans are not are not like that. But as a Filipino, we always unplug everything every time we go out, and I think that is because one of our fears is that well, one is a surge in electricity bill, but second or the major thing is that we are scared of burning our house down, and yeah, that's why we um, turn everything off. And it is common in the Philippines. It's going to be a culture shock for you because if you come to the Philippines and if you go to one of these local stores or convenience stores in the morning, there is no freezing cold drink in the morning because a lot of these stores or a lot of these houses actually fridges, turn their refrigerators off the whole night just to save a little bit of pesos. A wildfire. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear. So it was that hot. Shay, thank you for the time of seeing you and hearing you this Thursday evening at 6:45 in Northwest Indiana. And thank you for joining us, Jerry. Hello, Chris. Good afternoon. I'm late, but I can rewatch the beginning later. Are you enjoying your stay in Cebu? I don't really enjoy uh, my stay in Cebu or every time I come here. No, there's not much enjoyment. When I come to Cebu City, it is always um, because I have to get something, especially electronic stuff. Because Dumaguete is a very small city, and they don't even sell um, camera accessories like, let's say, batteries or chargers, or I mean, camera chargers or whatever stuff that photographers need. So we have to constantly come to Cebu City to purchase them ourselves or purchase online. But for me, I'm not really a big online shopper when it comes to electronic devices or camera accessories. So if I come to Cebu, it is always to get a camera or vlogging accessories or equipment. And to answer you, Chris, no, there's not much enjoyment. It's more of like just an errand coming here to get something. How do we get to your Patreon page? Oh, thank you so much for inquiring, Bat Signal. I okay. In every video, I should start doing this. But in every video that we put up, I have the Patreon link in the description. Or if you click on the homepage, if you click on my YouTube channel's homepage, I think on the top right corner, next to PayPal, I believe, there is a web icon on there that says Patreon. So you can click on that, and it's going to direct you to my to our Patreon page. If you're having a hard time locating the homepage, you can click one of my videos, not the live stream. You can click on one of the videos that we put up, and the link is on there. Thank you so much for asking, and I would love to have you as part of our Patreon family. Sticking to cameras, have you seen the new Sony a6700? And will you be purchasing it anytime soon? You know what, Dave? I think yesterday oh, that was Nikon Coolpix. I think no. I think A6700. I'm not really so sure if I was checking that yesterday, but I was checking like 3 cameras yesterday, and I was like, oh, good Lord. It's like a year. The cost is like a year or more than a year of my rent. Like, I can't believe these cameras. Right. I mean, nowadays they're like very expensive. But I heard of A6700, but I'm not sure if this is one of the cameras that I check out, and I'm not sure how much. Let me just double check. Sony A6700. Oh, 27 megapixel. Wow, it's a lot better than I have now. I think this Sony ZV-1F is 21 megapixel, and the other one I have, which is Sony EV10, that's 24. But this is 27. Like that would really give you a really clear picture quality. How much is this? I'm not sure. A6. What? Oh, well, never mind. Well, I think this is one. Oh, A6700. Okay. That is 1500 USD. So that's almost 100K. Wow. But no, I'm not familiar with the A6700. I did check 2 Sonys yesterday, and I was like, oh wow. When I saw the price, I was like, okay, never mind. But are you into cameras, Dave? But yes, this is, I'm pretty sure that picture quality, I mean, quality wise, this is definitely a lot better than what I already have. 30, oh, that's really sad. I'm so sorry to hear. Condolences to the families. I'm sorry. It takes 4 months to get an appointment for Filipino. Yes, if you get lucky, like P, because I watched one of her US videos. I think she said that, well, she was processing her visa pre-pandemic, but post-pandemic, she was able to get her appointment in a month's time. Yeah, I think so. So Not everyone here gets as gets lucky as me. And when US actually started accepting, what do you call this, applications, I heard that the earliest appointment available at the time, this was last year, was like over a year. Like people could not get an appointment last year. People had to wait like 1 year at least. But for some people who are lucky enough, congratulations to all of you. You can come to Denmark to a meet and greet. It is easy if I make an invite form. Oh, that is a nice invitation. Thank you. And I would definitely love to visit Denmark. Yes, the last I heard 56. Oh my God. Here on the Big Island, the fires are under control. I really hope that they will be able to control the situation as soon as possible. And yeah, I'm so sorry to hear about this sad situation. It's about 27 in Michigan right now. That's cool. Michigan has the most freshwater beaches. Oh, thank you so much, David, for letting me know. I'm 1 hour from Michigan, Shay. Hint, hint. You are. I don't know about geography. So are you saying, Paul, that Michigan is close to Canada? Oh, she's from Banilad. Okay, that's cool. I think you might freeze in Michigan, Shay, unless it's summer. Well, I'm freezing in 27C right now, Ben. But it would still be really, what do you call that? Nice to experience a negative temperature. Southern California, but moved to South Carolina in 2005. One of my brothers lives in Michigan. He's not a big fan of the winters there. Wow. Yeah. A lot of my Filipino colleagues former colleagues who are in Michigan. I'm sorry about that. The Wi-Fi actually was, we had a brief disconnection. And also, this is one thing that that surprises me in Cebu City. So Cebu City is highly urbanized city, and I'm staying right in front of the airport, and the Wi-Fi actually is disappointing. It is very slow here. Calls? What is that? Are shark attacks common in Philippines? I have not heard of any incidents, any shark attack incident, John. I'm not sure, but I have not heard any. I was born in St. Joe, Michigan, in the western suburbs of Chicago. I see. Okay. Chicago. What kind of songs do you like? Okay. I'm pretty flexible with whatever genre, except heavy metal, rock music. That's it. Jazzy music, especially the soft one. I mean the soft music. That's definitely something I would always listen to. But rock music, heavy metal, and all that, I'm not into it. You'll get through the course and be fine if you want to. It's too soon to give up. Misty will start her advanced. Yeah, that's really nice. Thank you so much, Justin, for helping. I hate this. For helping Misty to do all this. Thank you. If I didn't have to come here, I would have actually not joined the guys, but um, join you guys in Apple and film the entire trip. But hopefully next time. Shay, my stepson has a restaurant in Manila. Unfortunately, at the moment, I can't remember the name. When I find out, I'll let you know. Alrighty, Mike. Thank you. I have relatives in Manila area, San Pablo City, Morong. I'm not familiar with Manila. I have not really explored Manila, to be honest. And I have not explored Cebu City too. But I did go to the Temple of Leia a long time ago. What else? I did go to a couple of places here. The busy tourist spot a long time ago, but I'm really not interested to just hang around in the city. Hello, Mike. Congratulations on being on your wedding, on your new chapter in life. Good morning, Shay. I was late here. Greetings from Itina, Minnesota. Hello, Gary. I'm glad that you were able to catch up, and thank you so much for joining us here. Mr. Brister, live streams are always nice, but your nature coverage are very impressive and simply keep getting better and better because of your insightful narratives. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Baxter. And we are going to put up another video soon. It is going to be one of those sort of reflective videos. And I don't actually know what I'm gonna do from here on because I don't have anything much to actually work on. So, but I'm getting busy though, taking footage every day. And thank you for watching the videos. Electronics in Cebu getting. Yes, my laptop charger failed, eaten by ants in condo in Cebu, and I was able to purchase a Dell replacement, 4,500 in Ayala Mall. Yes, that's one con. One of the cons of living in a smaller city. You cannot really get everything you want, especially even just a simple electronic device or accessories. So you have to come to a bigger city like Cebu City or Manila to get them. Weeks later, that replacement failed in Dumaguete, and I couldn't. Oh wow! Dell ended coming and replacing it in Dumaguete. Well, I'm glad that you're able to have another replacement and everything is working well now. But yeah, it really is a hassle for everyone you know, to keep coming to a bigger city to take care of their electronic devices. Hi, Shane. I'm a long-time watcher. I hope to be in Valencia in September for a month. Michigan can be as cold as any of the states. I see. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Valencia. Yes, Larry. I think you're going to like Valencia. It's not as crowded as Dumaguete, but it's only like, it depends on where you are in Valencia. But if you are in the proper Valencia, your one foot is basically on the border and the other foot is in Valencia. So it is really very, it's that close. And when I say Dumaguete is crowded, it's not as crowded as Cebu City, so I still love Dumaguete because it's not as busy compared to Dumaguete City. I only say crowded because I'm a native of Dumaguete, and I was already here before all these cars were here, before all these um, expats and all the tourists all over the world actually moved in here. So I was already here even before um, the tricycles or tuk-tuks, not before tuk-tuks, but that just made me look like I was here in the 1940s. But when I was really young, I can remember that there were only a few tuk-tuks in Dumaguete City, or tricycles. We call them tricycles here. So yeah, but it's not as crowded as the other cities. 1300, I think. And well, you guys have very expensive cameras. A6700 is about 76K. Yeah, I just checked that. And wow, it's so expensive. What's in it? I mean, I know that the picture quality is a lot better, but what else is in it? And talking about cameras, I'm fortunate enough, by the way, to have a subscriber who gifted me his old camera lenses. He sent me, this was a long time ago already. This was like last year. And I have not been using it much actually because it's very heavy. But I have one of these telephoto lenses. Now I cannot remember what's the millimeter or what lens was that, but it is a telephoto and it's really heavy, and I was actually shocked when I checked the price because he's had it for a long time, but I checked the price at this present time, and it's still almost to 200K, and I was like, wow, like this is really a very expensive lens. And it's one of the reasons actually why I don't use it that much. I should actually use it that much, but I don't use it often because um, I'm too scared to actually break it. I'm not used to having expensive stuff. And every Filipino, when we are gifted with a very expensive stuff, we kind of like just, you know, uh, take care of it by just putting it somewhere really safe. So that's how we are. But I should actually be using it more in photography. I'm not sure if I can use it in what do you call that, in videography, because my um, tripods actually cannot handle the weight. It's going to it's going to break the lens if I do that. But yeah, I should actually look on what do you call that, heavier or heavy duty um, tripods to be able to use that lens for filming. But yeah, I did use it maybe 5 times in oh no, not filming, but taking pictures of Leia and Giselle. Answer your question, I bring maybe 10 with me to the Philippines next month with 2 prime lenses from Viltrox, 23 and 33. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you're a photographer. Wow, cool. My ZV, no, my EV10. I'm not sure if I'm live. Okay, my EV10 actually is I've been using the kit lens since I got it. I don't have a spare lens for my because that's another expense. But yeah, I actually love the EV more than the ZV because of its picture quality. I think EV is a lot clearer than this. This one is the ZV1F. Greetings from San Diego, California. Hello, Ted. How are you? Thank you so much for dropping by. I am going to apply for a K2 US immigration visa for my wife, and it's currently taking 2 to 2.5 years. Has it been 2 months or has it been 2 years already since you process it? Oh, you are going to apply. All right. I really hope that you are going to, I mean, your case is going to be expedited, or that your experience will be different from a lot of the people who applied for a K2 visa application. But yeah, some people just get lucky and most don't. Good morning, lovely Shay. I hope you're well. Yes, I am good, Howard. Thank you so much. You know what? My dress keeps getting, I don't know, because I have a camera, a heavy camera here. So maybe, wait a second. Let me just try to fix this. Oops. Okay, let me fix that. I'm not sure. Okay. I am not sure if there is a difference with the audio because the camera, I mean the microphone is right on the desk. So please let me know if there is any if there's any difference. But yeah, my dress keeps going low because this microphone is heavy. um, okay. All right. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, the internet upload speed must be very slow in the hotel room because it's barely playing. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, it is very slow. And I checked the speed yesterday, and the upload speed is like 3 Mbps, and the download speed is like 1 Mbps, I believe. So it is very disappointing for hotel that's really in the city and highly urbanized city and just right in front of the airport. We'll purchase the A6700 next year for my birthday. By the way, purchasing electronics in the Philippines is a hell of a lot more expensive, that's correct, than purchasing in the United States. Yeah, I figured that out yesterday because somebody actually mentioned it to me. One of those subscribers actually is in Germany. He's back in Germany right now, and he was asking me if there's anything I want from there, especially electronic device. I mean accessories, because it is very expensive here. And yes, that is because of the tax. They put a lot of tax in these electronic devices, and it's very expensive here. Visa wait time for interview is currently 180 day, and you only get 3 minutes. Extremely hard for Philippines to America tourist visa. Yes. I'm not sure if this is entirely true, but I've heard a lot of horror stories about the waits, and not only that, some horror stories during the interviews conducted by a Filipino interviewer and an American interviewer. I don't know if this is true because I have not gone through this, but I was part of the forum of a Facebook group one time. These are people who have like American husbands, and I was part of this group because I was trying to get some information at the time on how to register my kid, my baby, as an American citizen. Um, but yeah, they were saying that it is actually a lot easier for a Filipino to be interviewed with an American consul, as opposed to having a Filipino interviewer in the embassy, because I mean, for a lot of reasons. I went to Manila Embassy to process my my kids' American citizenship. This was years ago, and I didn't have a problem actually. It was really smooth, and it only took me um, maybe like a total of 10 minutes. And I was there. It was very smooth. It was very organized, and I was cold, and I had the baby with me, and I was like, oh, it was just a short talk, like probably just two questions, and then the baby was granted the passport right there, and yeah, and it's the same thing with the visa process. I mean, visa interview. Some of these Filipinos will take a whole lot of time, and some of the, I mean, a few of them actually only takes like just 1 minute interview or 2 minutes. I know somebody who actually took like 10 to 15 minute interview because there was a problem of the papers of her papers. But yeah, you have to wait a year for the appointment or months and months for to get an appointment, and it only takes like 3 minutes for the interview. And the visa processing is actually tedious, like it's stressful. I'm guessing you mean CR1 visa, immigrant visa for spouse or US citizen. K2. Yeah, I was under impression that K2 is spousal, right? And then K1 is fiance. When I land in the Philippines in December. Yes, please let me know, John, when you are already in Dumaguete. We would love to meet you and have coffee with you. 1,300 for a body. It doesn't sell. I mean, it does not have a kit lens. Wow. It seemed like most of the tricycles in Dumaguete were older than you. Yeah, maybe most of them. Hello, Eva. Good morning. Oh, really? Oh, it's nice meeting you, although I cannot remember. My memory is not that sharp anymore. But thank you so much for letting me know, Eva. If we bump into each other again, because chances are I will not be able to recognize you, please say hi. It's perfectly fine, Micah. Okay, perfect. No, that's okay. A lot of people actually mispronounce my name, just not mistype. Mistype is a minimal offense, but mispronouncing my name is a criminal offense, punishable by law. This live stream will go down in history as the one with the wardrobe. Yeah, that's because of the microphone. Where am I now? Oh, we've been here for an hour and 30 minutes. Where am I? Okay. Back to Ben. And don't worry, the picture is very low resolution and blurry because of slow internet there, so we can't really see anything. Okay, that's a blessing in disguise. Oh, thank you so much, Ben. I'm not really so sure what I'm doing to make it uplifting, but to be honest, I'm just sitting here and I don't really know what I'm saying, to be honest. And I don't watch my live streams, by the way. And I sometimes watch my videos, but I do not watch the replay of these live streams because I do not like hearing myself. Have you tried Amazon for electronics? I'm not in Amazon, and I don't know about ordering from Amazon to the Philippines, but I have one patron, a loyal patron who actually did order from Amazon and sent it to my house last week. And there's actually gonna be another coming hopefully next week. So yes, I don't know how that works with Amazon. Actually, I was under the impression that it's going to take a lot of time, but when the patron sent me something, I mean when he ordered something from Amazon, it only took like uh, 1 week, I believe, or less than a week, and then I got the package. Your videos resonate, Shay. From the focus on the man with nothing to feeding strays, you really impressed me. You don't know me, but you've had an impact on my halfway around the world. Oh, that's really great compliment to hear, Ted, in this early morning, and that like sets up the tone for today. Thank you. And I have not actually done a lot when it comes to feeding strays because I have been really busy, but I'm getting back there. And soon I also have to get in touch with a local veterinarian vet, with a vet, to spay a stray dog in my neighborhood. Right now, she has two puppies, and I really have to spay her as soon as possible because last month I saw her flirting with another. So yeah, talking about talking about dogs. That's my next project. Spaying, no, vaccinating the dogs first before spaying, which is going to take 2 weeks because according to the vet, I cannot spay the dog. We have to wait 10 days after the vaccination before we can spay. And hopefully by then, the dog is not pregnant. That's awesome. By the way, where are you in Dumaguete, uh, Miss? Good morning, Giselle in the Philippines. I'm sorry I was not able to come to the party. It was her son's birthday party 2 days ago, and I think I missed three occasions on with Giselle now. So I'll I'll do better next time. Thank you so much for that, Ben. Yes, Giselle is in the house. Everyone. Oh, I skipped you. I'm sorry. Oh, that was unintentional. England. Please type again. Please type what you said. I unintentionally skip you. I didn't see you, to be honest. But thank you so much for saying that. And please type what you said earlier, and I'm going to read that. Shay, moms are special. Will you do video with your mom? I did a video with my mom during her first grocery shopping, and when I did my dad's video, a lot of you didn't actually know it was my dad. If you can remember, I did a video with a struggling artist, and what he does is he makes tombstones. And I wanted to tell a story by not saying he's my dad. Like, I wanted the story to unravel at the end that it's my dad, but I was like, because the last, I wanted to put in the last or in the ending of the script, I wanted to say, because that now I'm lost. The story was sharing a local artist struggle, right? Um, and I'm sharing a third person story, but I wanted that to be a story where at the end I would say, this is a story of a local artist in my area, blah blah blah. This is a story of my dad. And I actually forgot to do a voiceover and say, this is a story of my dad, like something like that, right? So a lot of you did not recognize that that was actually my dad. But in that video, my mom was there. She was actually probably like half of that video, she was there. So yeah, I have 2 videos of my mom. But I might do another video of her. We'll see. I just have to think of, what subject or how will I do it. I have a summer restaurant in a nice little harbor here. I have a dream to live 6 months a year in the Philippines. After a busy day, it has been relaxed and stress-free to be in your live stream. Thank you so much, Kim. And yes, it would really be nice to be visiting or to be able to visit your country and the rest of the European countries and of course America as well, the West. Hi Shay, just popped in to show support, but the video quality seems really bad. Yes, I think it's because of the very disappointing internet connection. I'm sorry about that. I was hoping that the picture quality is going to be a lot better because I'm using one of my cameras to be used as a webcam. But unfortunately, it's not any better because of the internet. I hope everybody's fine. You're in Talay. We are actually neighbors. I am in Bungao, so that is the border. The border, Bungao is the border between Valencia and Dumaguete. 60 plus, wow. Oh my God. I'm really sorry to hear about this. Yes, I have 2 children. One is already 18 and the other is 10. You know what, Joe? A couple of people actually have already suggested that. And at one point, I was actually considering of doing audio books. And there was this was last year. There is this site that I actually applied to be one of the audio artists, but at the time I did not have this equipment, so I didn't have a good audio equipment. So unfortunately, I did not pass um, in that interview. No, not really interview, but I did submit a recording, but it was just a phone recording. It's not kind of like a professional recording because I didn't have a microphone, an external microphone. So, yeah. But yeah, I would really love to be an audio artist doing audiobooks. But I don't know if I'm actually good at telling story. Sometimes I can sound condescending. Sometimes I can really sound somebody who's reading the script. And and this is one of the reasons why I don't actually watch my videos, because I don't like to hear my voice because I feel like, I feel that I'm reading a script. How's the family? I know you feed strays every chance you get. You can tell. My family is great. Thank you so much for asking, Michael. The stray dogs that is living in my area, they're fine. The puppies are really very big and fluffy now. They're really well. They're well taken care of, because in my area there are like one, two, three, four, five, six. There are six families that are feeding them, so they are very lucky strays. But I'm looking at another stray feeding. I just really have to set that up because I'm alone. I can't have anyone to actually, help with me, because the kids. I'm not sure when the classes will start. If I have the kids with me, that would be great. But I cannot really grab somebody to help with me, and bring the food to stray the dogs, because I'm driving a motorbike with bunch of dog food, right? And I cannot like hold everything. So I really need somebody to help me with the stray feeding, and I cannot just like walk around the neighborhood, because I want to go as far as I can to feed as many as I can. So we'll see on that. But I'm really hoping that I can do maybe one stray feeding next week. You should do a collab with Foreign Travels. He's a Dumaguete vlogger going through romantic problems. Please get in touch with him. Um, Vern. I have not heard of him, to be honest. And yes, thank you so much for suggesting his channel. I'll look it up. And yes, thank you so much for this suggestion. And I'm sorry to hear about the romantic problem. I think we all go through it. And I hope he's going to feel a lot better soon. If you ever visit Chiang Mai, I have a very good friend there who spends his life looking after stray dogs on the streets and in the temples of his neighborhood, and some biking, right? Some bike riding also. Chiang Mai. I would love to go to Thailand, to be honest. Um, Not in Bangkok, because again, it's a big city and it's a very busy city. But yeah, one day, Basil. Wow, we are nearly 2 hours here. I am so behind on watching your videos. I'll watch your dad video tonight. Thank you, Ben. My dad's video is more of like a poetic video. I will be in or around Dumaguete looking for a place to retire to. It would be fun to blog a new arrival or just starting his search for home. Oh, do you want me to vlog that, or do you want to vlog yourself? I'm not sure if I'm understanding that right. But yes, we would love to meet you once you're in Dumaguete. Please give us heads up. Um, give us what do you call that? Keep us in the loop. That is a Western phrase. Keep us in the loop if you're in Dumaguete, and we'll meet you. I know what you mean. Do you know what you mean, Tino? I love Fern's videos. What kind of videos does he actually make? Chino? Um, Manspeed, Grace. No problem. You make everyone happy with your kindness to us here in USA. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Alvin. I agree in doing voiceover for books and many other things, commercials. Yes. You know what? I did um before I worked at a call center. No, this was when I was still in doing my first year in the university. I worked as a crime reporter in a radio station, and I was assigned, of course, in the police station. And Mondays to Fridays, I was working as, yeah, I already said that, as a crime reporter. So it is a radio station. So we, of course, use our voice to, report stuff and what's happening all over Dumaguete and the rest of Negros Oriental. So I did a lot of that, actually, maybe 2 to 3 years. And I think I already shared one. Okay. The con- okay. The connection actually dropped, but my first assignment was actually um, uh, being a witness of this gruesome crime that happened in Dumaguete a long time ago. There was this I don't massacre, um, and I think 5 people died at the time. I don't want to go through the details of it, but I think I did share and before, and yeah, 5 people died, and that was like very first time that I see a lifeless body in person, and during my first assignment, and it's like whoa. So that was crazy, but it's definitely hard work and hard to break into and get clients, but you definitely have the voice. Thank you, Ben. And with the help of good microphone, I believe anyone can do it. I love you too, guys. Shay, you can do remote voiceovers. I'm actually investigating that myself. Oh wow. Yeah, I'll look into that more. Alrighty, Ben. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining this live stream. And yes, I really hope that there is not going to be any turbulence tonight. And it was funny because one time, I think this was like a few months ago. Um, no, not a few months ago. Oh, no, yeah, a few months ago. Um, the turbulence was bad, and the flight was also like around 11 p.m. from Dumaguete to Cebu, and everybody was sleeping. It's only a 25 minute flight, right? And it was there was a turbulence all the way to Cebu, and everybody was sleeping, and I was like kind of like yelling, and I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" I woke everybody up, and like I can't seem to fathom as to why a lot of people are not bothered with that. Because for me, it feels like it's the end of the world. Somehow, I didn't get the notification No worries. I hope everything is still going well. Everything is going well, Stan, and thank you so much for catching us. For catching up in this live stream. And I'm sorry you did not get a notification, but I think I set this up. I scheduled this probably a week ago, so maybe that's why. But yeah, if you can, please hit that notification bell to be notified every Life with Shay's activity. You too, Gary. I have maybe seen a clip of you doing reporting, and so that's very cool to hear the backstory. You're a natural. Thank you so much. And at the time when I was working as a crime reporter, I was only the female reporter in that group. All the crime reporter were males, and being assigned in the police station, which is surrounded with males as well. It was like it was like a Barbie feeling because everybody was treating me like a princess, right? Like giving me snacks, feeding me a lot. That was really a nice experience. You have my email and I will contact you. You're the only person I could see making a good and informative story about it. Yeah, let's do that. Yes, I'm not sure. I'm kind of hesitant to actually say this because I don't want YouTube to actually demonetize this live stream. But um, that crime, there were 5 people dead, and all of them were decapitated. Like the head is away from their bodies, and it's really gruesome. And it was just done by one person, and I'm not sure at the time when I was working, they were not able to catch the suspect. But after that, after a few years, if he was caught. But yeah, it was really horrible. Thank you so much, Joe. And yeah, a lot of you guys are staying here for already 2 hours. So thank you. And falling out of the sky. I have to thank Michael and Bianca for introducing you to me. Oh, you actually found me there. Yeah, I was when I came to Iloilo. Oh, thanks. Actually, this is all because of that loyal patron who this is his idea for me to go to Iloilo, and he introduced me to Michael and Bianca actually, and we were able to set up meeting with Michael and Bianca, and I was really grateful for these, you know, wonderful people to actually give me for actually allocating time to meet me and to be part of their video and being part of my video as well, because they have such a really big following. And at the time, I only had like maybe 2K followers or 2K subscribers. So I'm really thankful for these people to actually, um, take their time, actually, few hours of their time to meet me and talk about stuff, talk about the city, talk about the trash concerns in the Philippines in general and in Iloilo. Yeah. So, and thank you. Yes, thank you to Michael and Bianca. And that bat signal is now in Shay Travels. Not Shay Travels anymore. Life with Shay. I was a fireman and a rescue and so many things I wished I could forget. Yeah. And now thinking about it, I can understand that a lot of people from the military, um, get out of that environment with depressions, PTSD, or whatever stuff, because they are a witness of a lot of these horrible situations, and it's too much for our minds to actually process. I mean, that scene for me, I was like, I didn't even want to get out of my house anymore, and I fear people, I fear strangers at the time, because you don't know what anyone is capable of doing, right? I mean, you don't even know your um, let's say your friends, your partner, or anybody what they're capable of, and that crime, that person is actually uh, a brother-in-law, and I'm not sure who survived. If that was the sister, or if that was the brother-in-law, but there's only one person survived in that crime. 18 years, you see a lot. 18 years? Oh, yeah. No, I was not 18 at that time yet. I think I was 16 or 17. Don't be shy to ask to hit the like button and subscription button also. Yeah, you know what? That is really one thing that's missing with me, because I don't really in my videos or in my live stream, I don't really like say these things. Because I watch a lot of vlogs, and everybody say, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, and this and this and so, and it's kind of like redundant, and I didn't want to say that, because I'm pretty sure that all of you already heard that. But yes, please hit the like button, and if you're not a subscriber, please, if you think that the videos we make resonate with you, please, yes, click on the subscribe button. And if you're wondering how to support this channel more, we have a Patreon page where I actually get my most of my income from, and this is also where we take uh, most of the money that we use from for vlogging. So if you are looking at ways on how to help Life with Shay, that would be one way. Thank you. Now I'm plugging my Patreon page. I plan to drop in a few minutes only, but still not a plan, but I guess that's a compliment for your live stream. Great job despite the poor. Yeah, I know, Basil. I'm so sorry for that, but I should be home tonight, and hopefully the next live stream, it's going to be a whole. I mean, it's going to be a lot clearer picture. But a good friend who has commercial passenger pilot for 37 years, and a plane can't even just fall out of the sky. Okay, thank you for saying that. I always have this fear that when I'm flying, a lightning strikes the plane, and then it cuts in half, and then we all fall down, and then everyone dies, including me. I always have that fear. Hopefully, that is not going to happen. And I know that the plane transportation is the safest of all. Is the safest transportation compared to land transportation. I just need to get rid away of all of my fears, like fear of water, fear of flying. Yes, that's why I worry about your safety meeting strangers off the internet. I wish you had bodyguards, personal security. You know what? I don't meet people um, anywhere. Um, I normally just go to Ground Zero, because it's like a hub for the vloggers, and it's where normally the meet and greet is. But I have not gone to Ground Zero for like a month now. And to be honest, Ground Zero is not my favorite place to stay. But if I am going to meet with subscribers or with people, it has to be in a crowded places, in a crowded place rather. Definitely not anywhere where there's just me, because you'll never know. Again, like I said earlier, you'll never know what a person is capable of doing. I'm not saying that subscribers are bad. In general, people, there are good people and there are bad people, right? I bet when people get out on the call center, they feel like they hit the jackpot because you are so kind and helpful. You know what, Ben? Maybe I'm going to, in one of my live streams, I am going to tell you stories about my call center experience, because I have like tons of gruesome experience too, and, and funny experience as well. Yeah, that can be really an interesting topic. Yeah, let's do that next live stream. Like, I have a really funny experience at the call center, and weird stuff as well, like weird stuff. Shay has some of the best videos I've watched about the true Philippines. Thank you so much, Bad Signal. I really appreciate that, and also sometimes the numbers get to me because we are not like, we are doing this for a year now, but I still believe, I mean, I believe that we're not getting a break, but I'm not, I'm being hopeful, and I'm not no way near quitting of doing this. I know what I'm capable of when it comes to producing content, and I love doing it. I love the processing of the content making. I love the filmmaking. I love the editing, and I love it especially that you appreciate the content, or you people are watching the content. I love that. There are just times that, you know, our mood is not always positive all the time, although I'm very optimistic person. There are days that, you know, sometimes we get this, you know, not so very optimistic days, and then I look at the numbers, I'm like, oh. But yeah, but those are rare days. But yes, I'm determined to show more of the Philippines in an artistic way. And I've talked to be honest, I talked to some vloggers too, and yeah, you know, their channels are taking off as, I mean, faster as I mean, our channel is doing. But I'm really not worried about it, because for me, although the number is very important, I think I get the recognition of, or the viewers or you people um, recognizing or looking at my content and saying that it's different compared to a lot of these vloggers. I take that as a really huge compliment, because that is really my goal. My goal is to create a channel that is way different than everybody. I might touch um, travel videos. I might do travel videos, or um, accommodation reviews, or whatever we can think of, right? But the way we process and we make it is, I think for me, is very different than the other people, and I like it that way. So although the number is not really progressing as much as I want, but I'm happy, very happy that I'm able to actually stay in the path where I want to be different. And my whole life I always wanted to be different, and I'm always different than every other people. My mindset is a little bit Western actually, but I think that's because I've been surrounded by Western people since I was a little kid. But I'm such still a big Filipino. in always. But yeah, so I just wanted to have a creative, artistic, and different channel than everybody else. And because if I'm just going to, like, do whatever it is I'm doing, whatever I'm gonna say, probably everybody has already said it, right? So yeah, it's nice to be different. Yes, definitely. And let's give a huge credit to Professor Ron for giving us his, um, for sharing us his gifts of gifts and talents of words. And lighting can't do that either to a plane. Lightning, okay. That's just in the movies. But I can understand flying anxiety cause I hate bad now and I used to love flying. Yeah. I always overthink, by the way. There's a good book to deal with your feel. Feel the fear and do it anyways. I'm going to look at it, Stan. Thank you so much for suggesting that book. I love reading books. And to be honest, I have like maybe 3 books that I purchased maybe 5 months ago that I have not read yet. But I'm definitely going to uh, take a look at this and see if I like it. I'd love to see a call center video. Um, I'm not sure if I'm going to make a vlog about it, but we can talk about it on a live stream. I'd love to hear your call center stories. Okay, so let's focus on that on the next live stream. I mean, you all are going to laugh about all the funny experience that I've had for 10 years in call center. I work in 2 call centers, by the way. I worked in the first call center I worked with was about 9 years. And the second call center, the last call center I worked with was about a year. So I worked for in the first call center, I worked in a billing department. Although I'm not good with math, but I work in a billing department anyway. And this call center, our client, I'm not sure if they are still providing internet, cable, and landline services right now, but it's called Charter Communications. And I believe they cater mostly in the rural areas at the time. I'm not sure if they're still around, but I worked with Charter Communications and 1 year in Western Union. Great live stream, Shay. I watched it after I got home from work. I have to cook for myself now. Bye, Jimbo. Thank you so much for staying almost 2 years, 2 hours, 2 years in this live stream. Honestly, the phrase, the cream always rises to the top, comes to mind. Your ultimate niche will be found in Prosper. You know what? I truly believe that there is a wide audience in the type of content that we make. I know that because the creators that I love or that I follow, they are doing the same thing. And there is a huge following in that. I think I mentioned it before. One channel that I follow has a 4.5 million following. The other one has a million. So I know there is a huge following on that. And, some people get a break right off the bat. And some people maybe it takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, who knows, right? So I think the most important here, or the most important thing here, is to never give up and to be determined to keep doing what you love doing. I'm curious about how you smile Happy Monday videos too. I know, I just love them. Maybe you can run with it as a regular and it will catch on. Yes, Randy, thank you so much for talking about this. We no longer call it Happy Monday, but because again, there is a big halt because of this hard drive um, dying on me or quitting on me. That this whole thing is being halted, right? But if you watch the videos of Elmar and Cynthia, that's actually a Happy Monday video. But we just don't call them Happy Monday videos anymore. But we are going to keep doing them. And thank you so much for. There is a patron who actually donated to do another Happy Monday video to somebody. And I'm not going to say that who, but you've already sent him before. It's not Elmer, but you've already sent him before. So when I get back to Dumaguete, because tomorrow is Saturday, probably Monday, I'm going to meet him. And we're going to start the process and we're going to start doing the video. So this is going to be probably a series with him because it has something to do with, dealing with government documents. And we all know that dealing with the government can be hectic and slow, especially in the Philippines. You should, where is that? Why is it not showing? Okay. You should read. You should read my book, Shay. If you do romance novels, I don't like reading love stories or romance stories. I don't also like watching love stories or love movies or romantic movies. I don't. It's not my preference. I am into more philosophical books. I love stoicism, by the way. I'm trying to practice some stoicism. I love those books. I love philosophical books. Um, when it comes to movies, I like anything that's based on a real life event, but not love story. um, what else? I love horror movies. I think every Filipino does. Um, and I love documentaries. Um, it's weird. Maybe it's not weird because I know a lot of females do this, but I am a big fan of crime documentary. And every day I watch like at least 2 or 3 1-hour documentary, um, crime documentary videos. And it's not that I sit for 3 hours, but I'm doing things when I watch and listen to this crime documentary. So yeah, crime documentary, horror movies, and any movies that's based in a real events. I'm just not a big fan of romantic stories. But if you want to send your books, Bad Signal, I would definitely have them. Maybe I'll read one and maybe I will like it. It's just not my preference right now because I have not actually read one. But love stories, yeah, I have not read any love stories. I've watched love stories, but I mean love movies, but it's not something. But maybe reading is different. Who knows? But I have not read any romance novels. Shay, too much of a teaser. Please give us at least one call center story. Okay. Are you still here? Okay, we still have 35 people here. All right. Okay, so I have a client. He had been a customer for charter communications for about like 5 6 years, and he claimed that he's a pastor I'm not trying to diss or make fun or anything like that to um, okay, I thought somebody was knocking. Um, I'm not trying to make fun or just make up stories or make fun of the passwords or anything. I'm saying based on what I experience, right? So um, the company I work with, like I mentioned earlier, is a cable company. And they also provide, at the same time, they provide internet and landline services. And there was this one time that this person had a huge bill. He had a huge bill of, I think, over $100. Let's just say $119.99. And his monthly rate was only maybe $39.99. So there was a huge jump from $39.99 to $119.99. So he called in, and a lot of these, I think it's because a lot of you guys, a lot of Western people are just really very busy of doing multiple things at once. You have work, you have your family to take care of, and all that. So I think a lot of our clients, Western clients, don't really um, read or take a glance of their bill. So he called in and he asked for an explanation as to why his bill skyrocketed to 120. So I checked the bill, and because it's a cable company, had this video on demand, right? And they can order movies as well, like wholesome movies and not so wholesome movies, right? You know what I mean. You're adult, so you know what I mean. So I had to explain to him why. I mean, the reason why the bill was really high at the time. So I told him, I said, "Oh, sir, you have ordered. I mean, there is not there is, but there are like 20 movies. I mean, yeah, 20 movies added on this bill, and um, I think a movie can cost like 14.99. One is 9.99, and then 12.99 or whatever. And there, I think the pay per view is like 69.99, and the video. I mean, the movies that they can order through their cable. I think the cheapest was like 9.99, and the most expensive ones are like 24.99. So there were like bunch of figures on his bill because somebody ordered these kind of videos, not so wholesome videos, and he said, could you read the titles for me? And it's against the policy to actually say anything that's explicit, right? So I was like, oh, sorry, sir. I'm not going to be able to read the charges for you, but I would highly suggest you check your bill right now. You can read it for yourself. And he was like, oh, I don't have the bill here. Could you just read it, please? I was like, no, I'm sorry. I'm just not allowed. But I did explain to him that the movies are adult movies. And then he said, that's weird. I was like, what do you mean it's weird? He said, it's just me here. Um, I mean, I did not order all of those. And it's like, um, I'm sorry, but it takes like 3 clicks, 3 confirmation before you can actually order one video. So, you know, you will be asked 3 times, and you have to click 3 yeses before a video actually appears on the screen. So it was hard for me to believe that all these movies weren't actually ordered. So I told him, I said, well, I double checked also. Um, we can track how many minutes the video was watched. And if it was an accident, we can see that it was only clicked or watched like a few seconds, maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Then we can consider that as an accident. But I checked his record, and all of these 10, um, did I say 10 or 20 videos? All of these videos were watched like more than 15 minutes, right? And I was like, I was like, sir, I'm so sorry, but there's really no way that this has happened by an accident, because first you have to click on three yeses to order, and as per record, this was watched for a minimum of 10 minutes each. So it's really, I'm sorry, but I cannot credit this. I mean, I cannot take the charges off your bill. And he was like, but I'm a pastor. I'm not watching any, this type of videos. I was like, could you think of somebody who have probably ordered this for you, maybe a guest or somebody you had in your house for a weekend? But by the way, these videos were ordered in separate dates, right? So there's no way it's an accident. And it was like, please, could you just take this off my bill, because um, it's really just me here, and there's no way I could have ordered this. But I have a cat. And I was like, you have a cat? What do you mean, sir? He said, I have a cat. Maybe my cat was playing with my remote control and click on three yeses. I like, um, it's possible, sir, but it might be um just 0.1% possible. That was one of the funniest experience. But yeah, a lot of my clients, including him, because I was in a billing department. A lot of my clients are actually calling in just to ask us to credit the bill or to take some charges of the bill. And a lot of times I credit like more than $500, because we can see that it's really an accident. But also, um, sometimes they're not like accident, especially in this situation where every video was watched for an average of 10 minutes. So that's one of the funny experience or weird experience that I've encountered in the call center, working in a call center. Yeah, thank you, Chris. I bet you'll get a YouTube view search after the summer and into cold months. Yeah, Mike, the Philippine retirement actually said that. It's just, summer right now, and everybody's viewership is actually going down. Um, yeah, but it's okay. We are gonna get there. It doesn't matter how many, um, how much time do we need to get there? Again, it might take another few months, a year, or who knows. But I believe that I'm gonna get a spot, or we are going to get a break. What do you think is the best place to live near Dumaguete? Dumaguete is the best place to live actually, because it's, well, you cannot get everything here, but it's where the shops are. It's where everything, not everything, it's where you can get most of your basic needs. But if you don't mind staying away from the city, I would highly suggest going to Shaton. Like I really like Shaton. But in Zamboanguita, Shaton area, Taoist or Lansdowne. But I'm not going to what do you call that? I'm not going to San Valencia to all of you guys, because we are crowded already there. What is your favorite movie of all time? The Green Mile. And John Q. I'm not sure if you all know this. These movies, but John Q was the first Denzel Washington movie that I watched, and since then I'm a huge fan of him. And The Green Mile is, I forgot the actor's name. I think he died a couple of years ago, but that was such a great story. I'm not sure if The Green Mile is based on a real event, but John Q is definitely based on a real event. It's about fatherhood, and I can relate because I'm a single mom, and I could relate to it. And it was a very um, A very good film. Please let me know if you watch these movies. Really, Filipino love horror movies. I didn't know that. Interesting. Name a horror movie you liked if you don't mind. Okay, no offense, guys, but I don't like Hollywood horror film. It's mainly because it's not too horror for me, and I just think that it's really superficial when you're scared, and then the next scene is kissing scene. It's superficial. It's like well, horror is superficial. I mean, it's not real, but what makes it not so real is that you're running away, and then and then you find somebody to help you, and there's this young handsome man, and then he what do you call that, he saves you, and then next thing you're having a kissing scene. It's not horror. But the best horror film that I love, I cannot actually recall any horror movie right now, but I would say Japanese horror film. They're like really horror, like really scary. I love them. And Koreans. So Korean and Japanese horror films, they're very good. Like, really, really scary. Filipinos, no, it's not scary at all. Oh my gosh, the pay-per-view, yes. Story. The cat, yep. When he said, "But I have a cat," I was like, "Huh? What do you mean, sir?" My dog loves puppy movies. I have to say. Well, maybe the one of my clients cats actually like those movies too. Yes, the Green Mile was really awesome. I wish I can find the movie again on YouTube for free, but I would love to watch it again. I think I watched it like maybe 5 times, but I watched John Q like 10 times. And oh, another movie to add, The History X. This is from Edward Norton and Edward something. So the two main characters there are all Edwards in real life, and that is really a very movie, very like really great acting. It's all about racism and all that, but there's really a big twist at the end, and yeah, I just love it. So if you have not watched any of these movies yet, John Q, The Green Mile, and The History X, please watch them because they're really very good. Directing is really awesome. The acting, especially in The History X, like Edward Norton, is like really like awesome. Review on age gap relationships in the Philippines. I have no problem with it, but if you're asking me about anyone's intentions, I can't speak for that because I cannot read minds. I can only speak for my own relationship. And to be honest, I have not dated somebody who is my age or younger than me. I don't know what it is, but it seems that a lot of Filipinos tend to choose somebody that's older than them. It doesn't not older like way older, like 5 years older, 10 years older, 15, 20. I guess it can go 30, 40 years older, but older in general than us. Filipinos tend to like that. I think it is because that a lot of the male Filipinos are not maturing as fast as we do, as fast as Filipinas do. Maybe that's one of the reasons. I remember watching and loving The Green Mile, but I don't remember any of it, which works out because I can watch it again like it's new. Yes, I'm not going to tell you anything about it, but yes, it's a highly recommendation coming from Shay that you have to watch it. And I can tell you a lot of movies that I really love, but those three sticks out. Um, the movie with It's a star-studded film. It's old too. Um, oh my God, it was just at the back of my mind. Now I forgot about it. Um, Morgan Freeman is there. Um, Tim something is there. Um, oh, I forgot. But that was a really good one too. Maybe I'm going to, if I remember, I'm going to put it in the description. Do you watch Squid Games? Okay, that's the Korean movie. I mean, the Korean series, right? I did watch that. It was actually nice, but um, I wouldn't say it's my favorite. But it was nice to actually. It's a different concept. It's the directing is also nice, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite series. My favorite movie of all time is Chinese Box. I have not watched this. Starring Jeremy Irons and Gong Li. It came out in 1997 and directed by Wayne Wong. I'll check that out. Shay, have you seen movie John Wicks? Yes, of course, all of them, except the latest one. The latest one is fourth, right? It's not. It's not on the cinema yet. It's not here yet. So I have not watched the latest one. But yes, I love action movies. Although it's the third one of the John Wick, the third one, or was it the second one or the third one? That was like really super too superficial already. But I enjoy the first one and the second one. So I'm not so sure about the latest because I have not watched it. But I think someone is in it, a bigger star is in it. Is it Sylvester Stallone? No. Is it mm, that guy? I forget his name. Oh my God! It's a record-breaking live stream, 2 hours and 30 minutes, and you're still here. I'm not sure if somebody is going to watch the replay if they're gonna stay that long, but yeah. What's the top of your age range of someone you would date? I don't actually put a limit, Gary. Like there's no age preference really, and for me, it just really happens that I dated somebody older than me, but it's really not the preference. Like, hey, I'm gonna date somebody 50 years old to 65. Like, not like that. Have you ever seen Life is Beautiful? No, I don't think so. Tom Hanks, yes. What is that movie? Um, they were in prison. It's not coming back to me right now. The Shawshank Redemption. I got it. Yeah, the Shawshank Redemption is also a very good one. Yes, that's right. Yep, exactly. Thank you. Yes. Did you like it, guys? Did you like the movie? I just checked. None of those movies you recommend are in my HBO Max service, which is included. You know what? HBO Max, HBO Cinemax, and all of these channels, they they keep on showing the same movies for like years and years, and the movies that are coming from like the 1700s, and they don't. And the movies they repeat are like the movies I don't like to watch too. So maybe you can, because the movies I mentioned are big movies, so probably we cannot find them on the internet for free. But yeah, if I can find a link to watch them free, I would definitely watch them again. Oh my God, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to end this live stream in about 10 minutes, guys, because I can talk here like all day, and I don't want you to get bored. Probably some of you already are getting bored. Yeah, and I actually just watched an old movie of his. I watched it 1,000 times actually, but was it the Man of Fire with Anthony and Mark Anthony in it? That was good too. Well, Denzel is always such a great actor. I've seen all of his Equalizer movies. The latest one I have not yet watched. It's more about the connection at the age. Yes, exactly. I think it's harder for me to have a connection to somebody my age or younger because I'm so like I'm a thinker. I'm a deep thinker, and people my age probably still would love to go on a party, and even when I was younger, like in my 20s, I don't like crowded places and noisy places. I never like partying. So, and that's what young people do. Rear Window. Hmm. I'll check that out. Mm, that's great. If so, did you see the movie about a horrible murder took place in the Philippines called that is a very sad uh, an unfortunate event to the Visconde family, and it's so sad because the father actually died from not really getting a closure. Um, I mean, I mean, I think he died from a heart attack, and I think that was just probably months, if not a year, after the suspects were actually released. And I think this just happened like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I'm not sure now. But the Visconde massacre was like really very gruesome. And yeah, I watched like maybe five different documentaries about it from different creators. And it's just a sad situation for a dad or for a parent to actually go through. Like, I cannot imagine um, losing your children. It's not just a child, children, losing your children because of, you know, bad people. Like, like you take care of your children um, so much that you don't want to have any mosquito bite them. And there's these people actually taking their lives away from you as a parent, right? So it's not really. It's a very sad situation. Has a lot of great action movies. Man of Fire, yes. Equalizer 1 and 2, just to name a few. Yeah, he's got the Equalizer 3, right? And I have not watched that yet. Very good movies, yes. Yep, it's a great guy. Mm. I love gangster movies, mafia movies too. Like Goodfellas, I watch that. All the gangster movies, uh, out there or series, I watch that. Uh, but I cannot just remember. I can't remember the titles though. I did watch the Tony Soprano, the Soprano series. Ah, that's very good. What else? All the mafia movies. What's the other series with Goodfellas, The Godfather? I watched that 1,000 times. What else? There's a lot of mafia movies I watch too. I love them. My dad likes them. The thing here in the Philippines is that because we can only afford to buy bootlegs, and at the time when I was working at a call center, I was able to afford a DVD player, and in the boulevard. Somebody was selling bootleg DVDs, and it's funny because in one disc they sell like all mafia movies. So that's why I watch a lot of mafia movies. And if they sell, like let's say for example, Denzel Washington in one disc, it's showing all of Denzel Washington's movies, right? So that's the power of these people selling bootlegs. I don't recommend patronizing this illegal um, activity. But yeah, growing when I was working at a call center, we used to, especially my dad, he used to buy a lot of those, and we watch them. Casablanca is another one of my favorites. There are there are two Casablanca movies, right? The one that's 1942 and the one with Jude Law. I'm uncertain, but there's another Casablanca, which was like only maybe 10 years ago. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Very selective. That's great. Hey Shay, I'm available. Hi Howard, I'm sorry, I'm not looking for anyone today. We can go 12 hours, Shay, but not long. Hello Shay and everyone. Hello, fun loving Tim. It was great to see you while I visited the Philippines, even if it was only for a minute. Yes, I remember bumping into you in the parking lot of Ground Zero, and I was I think trying to get somewhere, and so I was really rushing, and at the same time, my I had a problem with my scooter; it wouldn't start, and you were there, and yes, it was nice meeting you, and. And when you're in Dumaguete next, please let us know. Yeah, I already checked in. Oh my God. Uh, yeah, the bodyguard. Oh, the preacher's wife? Oh, the bodyguard was her with Kevin Costner. Was it Kevin Costner? Yeah. But you probably wouldn't like it because it's a little romantic story, but an awesome story. The preacher's wife. We'll see. I'll check it out. Thank you. Training day. Yes, I saw every Denzel Washington's movie, philosophy. It's really nice to have a deep conversation with someone. You're very stimulating intellectually, in addition to your obvious beauty. Thank you so much, Philip. He's a very handsome man. When I watched the John Q, I think that year or the year before that, he was what do you call that? He was in the magazine as the most handsome man in the whole world. Thank you again for that. Take care. You too, guys. Hello. Uh, okay. I'm just going to finish putting you on the screen and then I'll be out. When you go in nature, there are many snakes in the Duma area. I'm so afraid of them. You know what? I'm afraid of anything that crawls. So, yes, I'm scared of snakes. I'm scared of worms. Is the funny part. The funny part is that I love hiking and I often go alone in the bush. But I have not seen any snakes at all. Maybe I'm just not good at um, you know, recognizing them because they're the same color as the greens. I mean nature, but I have not seen one really. but I've seen a lot of I like anything that crow. I mean, I hate anything that crows. You know those big centipede? Are they centipedes? Like those big fat ones? Like, there's so many of them, especially in Casaloro Falls. The old Casaloro waterfalls. Like, there's so many of them there. Like, I don't like. Yeah, Kanka is a restaurant in Mageti. They serve very good food, and it's by I think a German guy and his Filipino. What's this? I'm smarter than I thought. Double pun because I'm controlled. Right. I think all that time working at the call center prepped you for this. I think you're right, Ed. Oh, thank you so much, Joe. Joe, Ed, Ben. Uh, you're one of those loyal live stream fans and patrons. Patrons, yeah. I should Patreon. Okay. Ooh, I hate worms. The worms here are like really tiny and long. Like, especially when we were kids, I was so bad because when we were kids, um, because I so hate them. We used to throw not all of them, but I'm so bad. And I probably should not say this, but maybe a couple of times I throw salt to the worm, and they actually die of the salt. They kind of like their body gets like um their body gets cut, and then they stop moving, so they die. I don't know, but yeah, we just throw so this was like when I was like 5 6 years old. I didn't of course know much about animals back then. It's like cruel in that way before being salt to worms, but yeah, I I experienced that bring salt to this worm and then it dies, and then the body gets like really um I don't know how to describe that. Yes, I am very observant. Yes, when I'm in a crowd, I don't talk at all. I just wait until people talk to me, but I just look at people. I'm very observant. I think that no, not slugs, but it's like a millipede, cent, millimeters, centimeters. Centimeters is bigger, right? So it's a centipede. They're not slugs. Slugs are like that, and they have like saliva. They spit something. I call them saliva, but they're like that long, and they're really fat. So I call them centipede. Wait, maybe they're not centipede. Oh my god. Oh, I shouldn't have checked that. No, it's not centipede. It's something else. It looks like they're it's centipede. Oh, I look at the pictures. I just send it now. But now I feel like but it's not slug. It's not slug. Um, they didn't trace that cause. Oh, okay. Because worms are like more they're watery, and yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but but yeah, they die from salt, and then the kids, the neighborhood kids, like they it was fun to them doing that, and I was part of that before, but I don't touch worms. Until now, I'm 40 and I hate worms. I love gardening. I love flowers. I would love to plant my own vegetables, tomatoes, cabbage, or whatever. But it's that's the only thing that's hindering me to do gardening, the worms. If you want a movie about crime that will leave you scratching your head, watch The Usual Suspects. I watch that. You're late with your recommendation, Steven. I watched it already. I think you might be an introvert, Shay. I am introvert. If you get exhausted after talking to a lot of people, then you're an introvert. If energized, then I'm definitely an introvert. I've already what do you call that? Realized that a long time ago. But it's a funny thing because when it comes to public speaking, when I was in college, um, um, being able to actually have an experience in call center. By the way, I went to college, but I was not able to finish it. And then I had my children, and then I went back to college. So this was already during my call center days. So since I had the call center experience, it kind of like give me an advantage to actually be more talkative compared to a lot of the other students. So in the college where I attended, I was always asked to do public speaking or to host an event and all that. Although I'm an introvert and I don't like being around with people, but I enjoy doing speaking. I enjoy doing public speaking. I enjoy um, like especially reporting in the classroom. I love that. Anything that makes me speak, I actually love that. But I don't know how to explain it. It is weird. I love speaking, but I just don't like being with people for too long. That's your shade. I think the insects in the jungle are a lot bigger than where I live. Yeah, yes, I think so. No, now I'm afraid to actually check it in Google because I look at the centipede picture and I like, ugh. What's it called? Imagine a millipede, but bigger than that. What is that called? Like really, it's this long and they're really fat, and you can literally see the thousands of okay, that's actually the last comment. And okay, so anyway, this is a 3 minute live stream. Oh my God. I see people. Okay, the internet died. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining this live stream. At one time, we had around 67 people, and 27 people stick to the end. Thank you so much. That's still a lot. I have been a Lyft and Uber driver for over 10 years. Some of the things I've heard and seen are crazy. Some are funny and some are sad. You're extroverted. Yeah, I can be. I could be extroverted, introvert. But yes. And yeah, I will share you more stories about my call center experience. And, I watch a lot of horror. I mean, not horror. I watch a lot of Hollywood movies. And there is this stereotype, I believe, if that's what you call them, where, I mean, you have these jokes about wives calling the plumbers to take care of the stuff and then end up sleeping with them. I'm not sure if that is actually happening in the West. I had a lot of female clients asking for a specific technician. And if I say something like, Okay, ma'am. What I can do is I'll set up an F ticket for you if the problem is not fixed. But it's going to be a different technician because we have to hire a third party, so we can't just say, okay, we're gonna send Steve for you to fix your problem. No, so it's going to be different technician this time, right? And there's these a lot of women that are actually asking for a specific technician, and they're like, oh, anyway, so that's another story. um oh my, the comments are keep coming. Yes, I think so. Safe travels. Yes, thank you, Stan. Goodbye, everyone. No, it's not caterpillar. It's a butterfly. Caterpillar is a butterfly. No, they don't fly. They just crawl. Thanks for hosting. Maybe you're an ambivert. I could be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I am, but I know I'm weird. Shay, we could chat with you all night. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Mike. Love your content. Philippine Future. Hello. I see you have Palawan background in your profile picture. Thank you. Oh, Eva, you're actually still here. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking to the end. This is, I know, the longest live stream I ever did. Like, yeah. Thank you so much for uh, showing support to Life with Shay. And before I say finally say goodbye, if you're looking, I'm gonna say it again. If you are looking at how to support the channel, I would love for you to please watch our videos if you can. Everything we put up, vlogs or shorts or live stream, that is really a big help. If you can share it to somebody, please do so. If you want to do the extra mile, I we have the Patreon page. You can search on Life with Shay, or you can click any of the videos, and the link is there. Or you can click on the homepage and the icon. You can find the Patreon page in there. So if you click those, you will be directed to my page. And yeah, but I'm not going to say please subscribe. I mean, please join my Patreon only if you want to, only if you would want to help or do the extra mile. But if you would love to support just by watching our content and liking, sharing, and watching our live stream, that is also a huge help to us. So thank you so much. Until the next live stream, we are going to talk about call center experience. I think the next live stream is going to be a happy 4K. We are, I think, 15 subscribers less to 4K. So I think that's going to be that. And yeah, so I'll see you guys later on. And I'm still watching you. Thank you. All right, Howard. Thank you so much, everyone. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.